Vamos. Está haciendo. Pues cool. Sí.
Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day. Two teams, each seeking the perfect pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things already rolling. Rashford brimming with confidence. No doubt an awful lot's going to be expected of him.
Well, I really like the work he's been putting in out on the flanks too, often making himself a good outlet, giving teams a different option at times, and he makes very threatening runs. Will he be able to get behind the lines?
And Park Ji-sung! Oh, he hit that sweetly. Takes the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Zanetti threads one in. Cruyff gets into a good position. That's a good foray he's making. Tries to play it through. Hazard picks it up out wide. Platini has the space to scheme. Shot a goal! Wow, that is Didier Drogba!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
I'm still trying to figure out how he managed to get that contact. That's a super volley.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Now it's Hazard. And this is Drogba. Raul. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And we have our very first corner. Spread to the right. Zanetti. Now here's the... Oh, good climb! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Can he get it through? It's a promising position. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Raul.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Good running, strong and purposeful. Good ball, good take. And he's had it nicked away. Raul. And here's Cruyff. Raul knocks it into space. Aimed at the far... Getting up there! Goal!
Aí, você deu bola.
A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
And here's Drogba. Platini. And they're on him in a flash. Raul. Looking for options for movement. Kimmich, tidy with his distribution. Now it's Drogba. Knocks it out wide. Raul receives it in a wide position. Oh, good effort! Yes! And they're threatening to fly away here. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his
Header! And a neat finish! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! He watched it all the way, and the finish, and that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Acho que não vai, né? These sweet missions são online. Eu fiz. Mas eu tá ali.
Things really are heating up here ahead of what we've always known will be a crucial game. At stake, a seat at a higher table. This, an opportunity to put down a marker to make a statement of intent. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So things are underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this guy, Rodri, was one of Europe's most coveted midfielders when he was on the market, and often seen as an integral component in the next generation of Spanish midfielders. He's got that outstanding quality of being able to shield the ball particularly well, and that is key to any holding midfielder.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Fernandez gets on his bike and on the move. Caceres did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Hazard. Ibrahimovic. And this is Messi. Ibrahimovic! Against the crossbar. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
Now it's Hazard. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Silvestre makes the interception.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And the shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead. Well, that's been cut out, well played. And it's Ibrahimovic. Hazard can so cleverly bypass the press. Yamal finding himself in space. Well read, and the danger is averted. Park Ji-sung, and there's the shot! Goes for goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. He's having a hit! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And here's Ibrahimovic. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. And it's Fernandez. Hazard. Now it's Haaland. It's Kimmich. And here's Yamal. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And it's made its way to him. They've won a corner. Corner number 2 then. Malaysia are looking to go forward now. And he's managed to get free. Now it's Camavinga. He's picked. He's having a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, super ball. No way through, so back it comes.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Well timed, excellent interception. Rodri, Fernandez. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And he skips past his man. It's Ibrahimovic! And it's hit the woodwork and out! No, just not quite.
I'm a little surprised that he actually couldn't make that count. He's so good from that range. Often, he'll find the net.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Milan have the chance to go the other way. And this is Ibrahimovic. Yamal looking to play him in. Tries to pass it through. He has a look up. Haaland! In he goes again. And there's a goal. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Milan are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. So right back into the action. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's a little off target. And here's Messi. Driving forward. Messi. Good purposeful running this. And it's been hooked away. And he's quick to return it. And this is Messi. And Messi! And that is wildly off target.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
And here's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Silvestre, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Messi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Caceres looking to provide the solidity his team so need. And that has left him in a heap. Little doubt, that is a foul. Milan with this handy-looking 2-0 lead. They are looking comfortable. All perfectly measured that. Silvestre deals with that comfortably. Azar. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Park Ji-sung does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Serginho. Kimmich has the space to scheme. And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And again! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's following up! Good chance here! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Searching pass he's played there. Rodri. Kimmich. And it's Serginho. And it's Kimmich. Here's Rodri. And he's intervened well there. Nuno Mendes. Hazard has created one goal already. And here's Messi. Nicely spread. Nuno Mendes. Hazard. Now, can they get him away? Aimed beyond the defence. Mendes receives it in a wide position. Well, who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. So changes of foot here, and from both sides. Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Park Ji-sung proves just a little bit too strong, and that's gone loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He has found a way through. Messi! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Messi really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
Valverde. Now it's Park Ji-sung. Rodri. Spread to the right. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, good-looking ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Milan can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Mendes got a long way forward to join the attack. Rodri. Rodri running with the ball. And here's Messi. Oh, tries one from range. Milan can consider themselves just about safe now. Now it's Ribery. Great ball if he can get there. Haaland! Yes! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And here's Haaland. Nicely aimed pass.
Milan have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Knocks it into space. Ayman. And it's Messi. Pinches it off him. And that's it. Milan can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che tra poco sul maxi schermo saranno trasmessi gli orari dei treni speciali.
14 kali. 15 kali. Aduh, power pula. Nampak ya.
Well, it is only day one, but already there is a palpable sense of obligation right from the start. These teams know they cannot falter. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I think this fella, Reece James, has been given two tasks here: to drive at and to beat people. Then delivering quality balls into the box, often played early and unpredictable. The other being to join in with the high press when playing on the front foot. He's a terrific talent.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Ibrahimovic. Looking to play him in. Good. There's the shot! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. In by James. Kimmich attempts a clearance. And this is Ibrahim, shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure delivers. Punched away. Serginho. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Nesta makes the interception. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Backward it goes. Azar. That's Park Ji-sung. Haaland. Oh, it's a great ball here. And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Azar going vertical. And it's Rodri. Yamal has crossed into the... Getting up there!
Apa cepat.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Sabah have the chance to go the other way. Azar is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Ferdinand cuts it out. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And this is Ibrahimovic, and he's lost his man here. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing, because that is an errant touch.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
James gathers from the goal kick. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Nedved. And here's Suarez. Sabah are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Has a look up and drives it forward. Now it's Yamal. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It's Park Ji-sung. Nuno Mendes.
That was lovely, that.
Oh, he couldn't quite catch up to that. Park Ji-sung. Park Ji-sung was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's a shot, surely! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's James, looking for the far post. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Not the best distribution from the keeper. That's a sharp pass.
Milan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute, and that could set him on his way. Abiati claims comfortably. Park Ji-sung is always looking to play quality balls. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Azar. Park Ji-sung chooses to go crossfield. And Yamal. It's out for a goal kick.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Nedved. Azar. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, sweet feet. And it's half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Milan finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well timed, excellent interception. Yamal. Yamal going like a man possessed at the moment. Nedved can see things others simply cannot. James. James crosses.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Nuno Mendes. Azar. Rodri. It's Kimmich. Can he get it through? Now it's Yamal. He's under a lot of pressure there. Kimmich's cross. Tries to get it clear. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. No foul, says the referee. Looking for options for movement.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them. Milan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Silvestre clears without hesitation. Looking for the run. Now it's Yamal. Oh, that's fabulous. Lovely feet. Nesta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Yamal. Whistle's gone, that's foul. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
And it's Kimmich. He's having a pop! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Park Ji-sung finding himself in space. That's a smartly directed ball. Sabah appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. They've got to be quick moving this forward. Sabah surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's a key interception. Seedorf. Ambitious ball here. Dink through. Aviati gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Yamal. Plays a sharp little ball here. Now it's Kimmich. Kimmich gets a cross in. And it's hoisted clear. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And he's had it nicked away. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Substitution on the field. Number 13.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 9, Suarez. Number
Time
8,
is running out here.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given
Cool,
up yet, so
but
the spirit burns on.
Number 11.
And the shot! Oh, he's been caught napping. Now the cross.
21.
And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Number 30.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Number 2, Pepe. Number 18, Rooney.
Can he get on the end of this?
Substitution.
Kimmich gets into a good position. Oh, he's been flattened there. Struck first time. It is a very, very good save.
There will be 1 minute added time.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And this is Adriano. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, good-looking ball. Mbappe going after that. And that will be the final act. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it. But neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Chứ mà sự câu rồi.
Your final thoughts, Jim?
Là cái con
I
số
think
ra
it's
gì?
one of these games where both have plenty to think about. I don't think it was by design the game ended this way. A listless loss and unconvincing win, depending on which...